Hey guys, how are we doing? So, a little bit of a different video this time. I absolutely love Red vs. Blue. Love it to bits. I've seen every single episode, watched every single season. I have some on Blu-ray up here. And yeah, I thought I'd react to a recent video they've uploaded called The Complete Unabridged Story of Red vs. Blue. Abridged. I thought it would be quite appropriate as well, seeing as I've been doing reaction videos to all these different anime abridged stuff. So yeah, loving Red vs. Blue. I have no idea when the new season's out. It should be soon though, because it's usually like April, and it's nearly April. So it'd be nice if this video had like a little bit of an indication as to when that's coming out. But yeah, I'm just really intrigued as to what this actually is. So let's watch The Complete Unabridged Story of Red vs. Blue, Abridged.
Cool. The story you're about to hear is as old as time itself. 15 years. It's the story of the greatest heroes the universe has ever seen.
Sounds like Morgan Freeman.
Told to you from the very beginning by me. Who am I? I'm a freelancer.
Okay.
Voiceover artist. My name is Jason Stevens.
Brilliant.
And I am paid by the hour because I kind of sound like Morgan Freeman.
There you go, that's cool.
It's a crazy world we live in. But not nearly as crazy as the one I'm to tell you all about.
Nope.
Without
so much
ado,
happened.
I present the complete, unabridged story of Red vs. Blue. Abridged. Red team and Blue team were two opposing forces stationed in the same box canyon, Blood Gulch. No one on either side really knew why.
The only reason that we set up a red base here is because they have a blue base over there.
They probably should have realized something strange was going on when their guy Church got blown up but didn't die.
Yep. Ghost.
He's not actually a ghost.
No, he's an
We'll get
AI.
into that later. The important part is that you understand these soldiers aren't the pick of the litter. They're not the creme de la creme. Over on the red team, there's a drill sergeant.
Oh boy, I'm getting the voices again. You man hear that?
A lazy one.
If I say no, can I go back to sleep?
A sucker.
I can hear it through simplification, sir.
A Spanish-speaking robot.
Es el narrador idiotas.
And a pink one.
It's light and red.
Over on the other side of the canyon, we have a sarcastic one.
Yeah, that's my defining quality. Thanks, asshole.
A ladies' man.
Bow chicka bow wow?
And, well, caboose.
Why don't you just try walking on your head? Then you can use your feet for high fives.
Even though they were supposedly at war, both teams talked to the same guy, Vic, on the radio.
What's going on?
Every now and then, a freelancer would show up in the canyon. They're kind of like badass bounty hunters, but not. Most times when a freelancer showed up, it was bad news.
Yeah.
All right, look, she's only bad because she has an evil computer program in her head, okay? Whatever. This isn't even canon. What do I care?
Church is sensitive about text because they used to date.
Yeah.
That evil computer program he mentioned is called Omega.
Got inside
and it makes
Caboose.
everyone evil when it jumps into their head through their helmet. This happened to everybody in Blood Gulch, but Omega got especially cozy inside the head of their new medic, Doc.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
In their first truly heroic act, the Reds and Blues stopped that evil melodramatic computer program.
Hey, what the hell?
With the weather
Then
machine.
things got a little weird. They thought they traveled forward in time by 1,000 years. Tucker found an alien sword, then had a baby with an alien. They met a talking bomb named Andy. Griff's sister showed up, Tex came back, got infected with the evil AI, flew away and blew up. That was the end of their blood.
Wow, they've just summed up seasons 1 to 5 in like 3 minutes.
Doesn't it? The Reds and Blues got reassigned and spread out after that, until a freelancer agent named Washington went looking for him.
Brilliant.
Breaking with
Worst
the
throw
freelancer
ever
mold,
of all
Wash
time.
was a cool guy, until later when he was evil. But before and after that, he was definitely a cool
Shot donut, didn't he? Yeah.
Aw, thanks, big ominous voice in the sky.
With this Agent Washington, the Reds and Blues learned all the freelancers were trained by the same organization. Introducing Project Freelancer.
Oh, so
they flew
good.
around on this cool spaceship. They made super soldiers.
Look
and
at all
made them
that. Now they move
after-states.
around
They
and
put
stuff.
artificial intelligence fragments in their brains to make them
It's
fight
like season 7, right, I think?
The Reds and Blues finally found out that both teams were being used by that same evil corporation. They were basically training dummies for those super soldier freelancers. When they found this out, boy, oh boy, were they mad. They vowed holy revenge against the evil corporation. Just kidding.
No.
Actually, they didn't really care at all.
I don't give a shit about any of this.
And then
This was around when they found out their dude Church was secretly an AI.
AI, yeah.
See, not a ghost. Told you so.
Oh.
Together they took on Project Freelancer and shut it all down with a little help from an EMP.
It only affects computers, remember? And I am a motherfucking ghost.
It killed him. But there was also a piece of him still alive.
An
A
Epsilon.
part of that same computer program called Epsilon.
There we go, yeah.
Later also called Church. Because that's not confusing at all. A freelancer named Agent Carolina
Yeah.
seemed like a bad girl at first, but later joined the gang.
Yeah, she ends up being
wanted
quality.
revenge on the director of Project Freelancer.
Hello, Agent Carolina.
They helped her get it. Whammo jammo.
Fighting an army of
After
Texas.
all that smooth jazz, the Reds and Blues crash landed on a planet called Chorus,
Yeah.
which was in the middle of a terrible
Oh, what a
civil
trilogy
war.
that was.
Both sides of the conflict were being egged on by two mercenaries, Locus and Felix.
Oh, they were so cool.
Turns out the Mercs were working together to destroy the planet on behalf of another evil corporation called Charon Industries. The Reds and Blues made a lot of new friends on Chorus.
Why,
Really?
Snowman?
And working
Why
together with a
Snowman?
larger CGI budget, they shut that down too.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
But in a touching moment, Church had to sacrifice himself to save his friend.
Yeah, and I want to know how the hell it continues.
Bitch.
That's the whole story.
No, it's not. You skipped all the freelancer stuff. And all the story that happened in Epsilon's memory unit. Way before Inception came out, I'd like to add. And technically, you reordered a lot.
There was a lot of other stuff that went on.
Hello, Abridged teams. Successful military operation. Now, where's Sprinkles? And Santa.
Well, like I said, they pay me hourly, and my time's up, kids. Unless you feel like paying me extra.
No. No bueno. Not happening. Negatory. Okay.
Right. Then that's the whole story.
Oh,
If
okay.
you want more, watch the damn show yourself.
It is so good, though. It's so
See
good.
you later, Space Cowboys.
Oh, crap. Cool. Oh, wow. Oh, cool. I was hoping for something like that. So the 2nd of April. Oh, man, that's like this weekend. Oh, we get to find out what actually happened. So that was cool. That was a nice little way of summing all the... Well, it took like most of the important stuff and just summed it all up. I mean, like they said, there was a lot of other stuff that went on. There was like a whole season where, like, once Church got trapped in the Epsilon unit, it was him trying to change things within the Epsilon unit. It created like a... what do you call it? Like a scenario where it was like season 1 and he's trying to change stuff, but then it isn't working, and then he finds out he's actually inside the Unix at the end. They break out, and that's when Carolina becomes like one of the good guys. Kind of takes a while for her to transition in with the group because she's just so bossy and mean and horrible and just wants them to help her get to where she is, but then obviously she becomes friends with Church and that, and then they become badass because he becomes her AI unit and he can do all sorts of crazy stuff for her, and she's like super badass, can fight and stuff. And then on Chorus, is it Chorus they said? The planet? Yeah, they get split up. They didn't mention that either. They get split up where it said there's two sides being egged on against each other by the two freelancers. So half the group's on one team, half the group's on the other. They don't realise till they go on a mission to try and like infiltrate them, and then they come across each other, and then that's when they realise that something's going on, and then they learn that Felix and Locus are actually working together, and then Sharkface comes into it, who was a guy in the freelancer stuff. So like this, there's loads of stuff going on. It's so clever, it's so well done. Season 1 to 5 was just like a big joke really, but then they, as it continued, they made sense of some daft things, like the whole thing with Church being a ghost was actually an AI and things like that. And there's one thing in the last episode, season 5, that makes more sense later on, when Omega's going through everyone's head, and then he goes into Church and he's like, this doesn't seem different. That's explained later. The freelance stuff's cool. Red vs. Blue is just brilliant. It's really, really funny. It's really well written, and they do a lot of interesting stuff. Like when Monty Ohm joined, he did all the body motion capture stuff so that they could move around and not be restricted by the game's mechanics when they were using Halo and that for it. And so that's really helped expand everything that they do in Red vs. Blue. And oh my god, I could talk about Red vs. Blue for absolutely ages. Instead, just go and watch it. It's all on YouTube. Every single episode is on YouTube. There's little mini-series as well that are on there. I'm sure if you go on the Rooster Teeth YouTube channel, they've got them separated into playlists, because I've been through and watched it all back again. So they're all there. They're all there. Go watch it. Seasons 1 to 14, and then season 15 starts this weekend. Oh my god, it's so cool. 2nd of April. I am going to be on that. I will be on it like a car bonnet. Is that what people say? Yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm sorry I rambled on for so long. Just super excited. It's Red versus Blue after all. What did you think of the unabridged video of Red versus Blue? What did you think of this? Leave a comment down below. Do you have anything else you want me to watch? Anything you want me to talk about? Click like, subscribe if you have not already. And I shall see you guys next time. Bye.